My name is Latricia Booker with Kingdom Business, and I help empower kingdom people while building the kingdom. I help to heal, deliver, and set people free. And so today I want to talk about self examination. As we know, in this life, we have to look at ourselves to know what it is that we need to change, improve, or correct. I have come to learn that many people prefer not to do that. Usually, people who are on a personal journey, growing on purpose, they tend to do a lot of self examination. Many people who are not necessarily proactively growing on purpose, they tend to not examine themselves. In fact, if things are pointed out to them, they get on the defensive. They don't like to be told what when they're in error of things that may need to improve within them and within their lives. Okay, first I want to share how many people who do not like to self examine tend to examine others very closely. People tend to examine others. They're able to see their error, they're able to see their flaws, and they tend to talk down on people, gossip about them. Yet many of the times, not always, but many times, the same things they see in other people, actually they have going on themselves. Yet they don't look at themselves. They don't examine themselves. And again, if you point it out to them, they really don't want to hear it. They get on a defensive. They take those things as an attack. And so again, usually when people are not growing proactively, they do not self examine and they take offense to any correction, anyone correcting them. Many a times they take offense to those who are authoritative figures. They feel that they don't have to follow the rules, they feel like they can do anything that they want. Again, these people are not growing proactively. Now, even though they may not grow proactively on purpose, that is, many a times they grow by default, by accident, meaning life is going to make them grow to some extent. If you're very resistant to growth, 9 times out of 10, instead of growing, you go backwards. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. Now, what I really want to speak to is those who are growing on purpose. They need to self examine. They are very good at examining themselves. They are, matter of fact, adamant about it. And so it is very important that we examine ourselves. For those of you who are into scriptures, the Bible, that is, even the Bible tells us to examine ourselves. Even the Bible instructs us to look at ourselves. It says to us, though, too, I want to point out that before you take the mold out of someone else's eye, take it out of yours. And so I've come to learn that people who do that, they self examine, are able to correct others, and it's more taken in. That people tend to be more receptive to those who do examine themselves. That's most times, unless you're dealing with someone, again, who does not want to know their error, does not want to know areas they need improvement in. For those who, I will say, don't want to know the truth about themselves. Okay, so going back to self examination, in order to grow, in order to, I'll say, reach the goals that we want to reach, pursue our dreams and be successful, to be successful, effective, and very productive, self examination is a necessity. Self examination is a necessity. So, how do you self examine? What you do, you can reflect on yourself and reflect on the way you do things. Sometimes I personally can be in the middle of doing something or have just done something, said something, and immediately feel convicted. Immediately can see, wow, I could have handled that different. Or that's not the proper way to do things. Sometimes I read things, I learn things. I take different classes, I listen to different webinars, I go to different workshops, and in that, I learn things where I'm able to see where I can do things different. Let me be very clear. I am one who is growing on purpose. I am one who wants to know where I can improve, where I may be in error in. And let me just say this, sometimes there are things that we have going on with ourselves that keep us, block us from being certain places we want to be, receiving certain things we want to receive. Sometimes it's because of our own selves. And in some of those cases, with those who choose not to self examine, it's because they won't examine themselves to even correct the problem. Now, I'm sure everyone has heard of it's important to know your problem, acknowledge your problem before you can do anything about it. Yes, that is true. While that is true, my suggestion is once you know what your problem is, you come up with a solution in whatever way you need to, whether that is doing some kind of research, speaking to a therapist or a counselor that will help you come to that conclusion or to that the solution to whatever it is, or by whatever means you choose to use. But what I'm saying here is you don't want to put too much focus in on your problem. You want to put more focus in on your solution. Once you have examined yourself, once you have become aware of where you are in error, what you need to improve, focus on solution and get to work. Now, I say that and I point that out because many times I've seen where people feel that when they see some flaw in themselves, that means that they're bad or they're not good people. And so many times people have a hard time if it's pointed out to them because they feel attacked or condemned. Sometimes the person attacks and condemns themselves because of some character flaw or something that they see in themselves. And that is not what I'm suggesting that you do. That is absolutely not what you do. Again, if you examine yourself or you recognize some kind of error or flaw that you don't like about yourself, go immediately to solution. Seek out, find out what you can do to resolve that. Find out what you can do to improve that, improve yourself, improve your life. Now, I want to be real clear here. Self examination is a must for personal growth. It just is. There's no way that you can grow without being aware of yourself. And being aware of yourself has a lot to do with self examination. Again, and I emphasize this because I see so many people doing the wrong thing with self examination. Either they don't want to because they can't handle knowing what they perceive as bad things about themselves, which is not, and even if it is, go to solution, do something about it. But furthermore, when you are willing to look at yourself, that does not mean beat up on yourself. That means get to solution. Figure out what it is that you need to do to help whatever that is. And so I'm going to end on this note. Self examination is necessary for personal growth and development. It just is. Self examination is absolutely necessary for spiritual growth, for emotional growth, for physical growth, for financial growth. It is. Self examination is necessary for all facets of your life. It affects all facets of your life. All. Every single one. So it is more of service to you and others, that is, and others, if you examine yourself and go straight to solution. If you don't know how to do that, ask somebody. Seek it out. Seek out help. Do a Google research or whatever platform you use to do your researches. It's so much information out here. It's no reason for anyone to be left behind. It's no reason for anyone to not be able to get the help, understanding, and the knowledge that they need to help themselves grow. So I hope that this video helps someone. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I am Latricia Booker. You can also look up Kingdom Business and you will get me. Share this video. Share this with all of your friends and family. I appreciate it. Again, you can give it a thumbs up, whether you like it or not. No. Also, leave me a comment. Feel free to. I enjoy and appreciate your input and feedback. And you all enjoy the rest of your awesome day. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye. Peace.